Hello, MC Knight here. Welcome to the Dragon's Lair. This is episode 29. At the end of the last episode, I took the two shulker boxes, took a number of items and put them over in the storage system or the sorting system, and some I put away in some different areas here. I put the I guess I didn't put the banner pattern in there, but I did put the scaffolding in here. I had a milk bucket that I used in case we wanted to get rid of the bad omen effect before we came back, and so I drank that and put the bucket in here. And then I was left with this shulker box, and I thought of it after I finished the last video. I didn't say anything about this book. And the reason I didn't do that is because all it has is Fortune 1 on it. So it wasn't really a whole lot of anything to talk about. And that's why I think I probably didn't think of it and didn't say anything to you. The other thing that I realized after I finished the last episode is I realized that I didn't explain anything about the cave exploration that Rabbit Sphinx and I had done. So in the episode previous to the last episode, I had a video where Rabbit Sphinx and I explored this cave, and then I realized down in through there was a whole bunch more to explore, and actually Rabbit Sphinx and I did go back and explore quite a bit. And somehow or another, I didn't have a recording of it. So what I thought I would do is I'm going to do something that I don't normally do. And that is I'm going to go into spectator mode. Just so that I can show you a little bit quicker what we did and what we didn't do. And so you can see there is a whole lot of area over here, way over here, that we explored. And actually what happened was here we actually went up because we got totally lost, had no idea how to get back, and so we just dug our way up. And you can also see we went over this way a little bit, but this cave is extremely massive. And I think here's where we stopped because it went down pretty far. But as you can see, we did quite a bit of exploration. This is a zombie spawner that I found. And I'll be honest with you, I was really hoping that I would find a Skelly Archer spawner. You can see right here is an area that we didn't even go up to and explore. And we had only really begun exploring this cave. But I've decided that I'm going to just kind of leave this be for right now, because we've gone to 1.21. And so I really kind of want to I really want to get into some of the things with 1.21. One of the first things that I want to do is I want to make a crafter. So I've got all the ingredients except for a crafting table. And I'm not sure, I might have. Now I got one crafting table here. And I don't think I have any other wood here, so I'm gonna need to grab some wood from the sorting system quick. So I went to the sorting system and I grabbed some bamboo planks. It's what I had like the most of. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft 10 of those, and now I can make 2 crafters. I can actually go in here and grab some more redstone, and I can craft another one. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna use this for as I'm making more of these. I'm gonna make 5 more. So I know here at the kelp farm, I want to convert the dried kelp into kelp blocks. At the melon pumpkin farm, I want to convert the melon slices to melons. At the bamboo farm, I want to convert the bamboo into sticks. I also want to convert them into bamboo blocks and then convert them into bamboo. At the honey farm, I want to convert the honey bottles into honey blocks and the honeycomb into honeycomb blocks. At the magma farm, you can see I've already began preparations. I want to convert the magma cream into blocks of magma. At the gold farm, I've also started making preparations because I want to convert the gold nuggets into gold ingots. I'm still trying to decide if I want to convert the gold ingots into gold blocks or not. At the slime farm, of course, I want to make the slime balls into slime blocks. At the sugarcane farm, I want to convert the sugarcane into paper. And lastly, at the iron farm, you're going to be able to guess this one, I'm sure. I want to convert the iron into iron blocks, the iron ingots into iron blocks, but I also want to convert the poppy into bone meal. So you can see, I'm going to jump up here in this chest, and I already pick up some iron and some poppies because there's so much in here already. So I'm going to quickly convert all this into iron blocks a while. And then I am going to get started on this farm here. But before I get started on the iron farm, I needed to come back and get this shulker box. It is loaded with some hoppers, some repeaters, some comparators, some filters, the crafters, some redstone torches, redstone, composters, some deep slate bricks, some chests, some iron ingots and iron blocks, some crafting tables, some more chests, some bamboo planks, and some blocks of bamboo and some sticks. I think that this should be everything that I'm going to need to get started and do the iron farm, and hopefully all the other farms. We're going to get started on the iron farm and see where we end up from there. So after a little bit of time, I've cleared out the area here at the iron farm that I think that I'm going to need. I might need to go back this way a little bit more, might need to go back this way a little more, but I thought that this is going to be a good starting point. So what I am going to do is I'm going to place the block there because I think that that is where I am going to place the crafter. So after a little bit of trial and error, I think I finally got this all figured out, because now you'll see it'll come in, be 10, or 9 of them, and you see now I got another block of iron and another one. I placed a whole bunch of iron ingots in here to come across and come down so that I could test this. So here's what I did. I put a simple sorting system in here, the normal kind you would put in. The hopper going into the repeater or the comparator, the redstone signal coming back around into a repeater with a redstone torch down here next to a hopper that's going into the crafter. So that determines I have 41 ingots in here and 4 filters. So that'll determine that if it's an iron ingot, it'll come down here, and if it's a poppy, it'll continue on. Okay? So once it comes into the crafter will fill up, and once it gets, I'm not sure why those shot over there. Okay. So anyway, with the crafter, the way it works is once this has 9 slots filled up, it sends a signal strength of 9. So you can see, if I do this, you can see that one's got a power of 2, and actually now they're all none. But with the 9 pieces of redstone, once that gets to 9, it sends a signal strength of 9. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once it has that 1, it'll send power back into the crafter, which will shoot it into this hopper, and it'll go into the chest. Now for the next part, it's going to be the poppies getting converted into bone meal. I'm going to place a chest here and a chest here. Then I'm going to place a hopper going down into that. Then I'm going to grab a composter. Place that into there, and then a hopper going into that. So now all the poppies will go into the composter. They'll fill that up. I'll show you real quick. So they go into there, and then we'll start getting bone meal. So I finished in here. I think I have it to a point where I like it. I'm good with it at least. It's small, it's cramped, but I don't really need a whole lot of space because for the most part we're just going to come here, grab the iron blocks out of here and the bone meal. The thing that makes me happy about this is the iron farm runs all the time, and so I'm going to be constantly collecting bone meal, and that's going to help with the tree farm that I have. And so hopefully I can start doing a whole lot more trees. Now it's time to go to the next project. I'm here under the slime farm, and because this video is starting to get a little bit longer, I decided that I was going to go ahead and set everything up and then just show you what I did. So what I did here was I had the crafter coming out from where the slime balls come down. Then behind it I have a comparator and then 9 pieces of redstone coming into a block going back to the crafter. And then I have chests here with hoppers going into all of them, coming out from the crafter. And I got to put these two back. I broke them so I could take you in there and show you. So now I've got 4 chests in here, which is probably way more than I would ever need. But I know that I got plenty of them. Here at the magma farm, I did something very similar to what I did at the slime farm. So where the hopper comes out, I have it going into a crafter, then I have a comparator, and I have 9 pieces of redstone going into a block next to the crafter, and then I have that coming out into a chest, and I have several chests here. So these last two I showed you, the slime farm and the magma farm, were easy. Here at the gold farm, however, it was quite a bit more complicated. And the reason that is because there's 3 hoppers coming out from the farm, and that was the way the design was. So what I did was I made 3 sorting systems. One is right there, 2, and here's the 3rd one. And so basically I had those 3 hoppers from the front coming into those sorting systems. They sort out for gold nuggets. If I have a gold nugget, they drop into these hoppers here going to this crafter, which has the same system as all the other farms that I have the crafter set up for. And then it comes out to these chests here and gets the gold ingots here. And then all the rotten flesh drops over here. I thought about making it into gold blocks, but then I also thought, well, you know, I've got the piglin bartering farm here, so I really don't want to make them into gold blocks, because then I'm just going to have to convert them back to gold ingots so I can go to the bartering farm. Here at the kelp farm, this one was pretty easy as well. I basically just have the hopper come out, go into the crafter with the comparator, and then nine redstone coming out, back into the block, into the crafter, into this hopper, over to this chest. Then I will fill pretty much all this in, and so it'll just be coming here and accessing this chest. Here at the sugarcane farm, you can see this is a conglomerated mess here. I really had trouble because I needed to break the hoppers that were back here, because they went straight down to a chest, and that broke the rails. That led into a whole big mess. And I finally got everything straightened out and everything squared away. So the hoppers come over, and then I had them both split to the crafter, and I had the same setup here, and then they come out and they go into these chests here on each side. I have been watching some videos, and I only left this open because I wanted to show you just exactly what was going on. So I have been watching some videos and have found some ways I think that'll be a whole lot easier than what I have been doing. I did not put a crafter in for the bee farm or the bamboo farm or the melon pumpkin farm right now. I think I'm going to wait on that. What I have been thinking about is, instead of having it all go to separate chests, I'm thinking about doing a system underground of water. So having The farms over here lead over to roughly about here in line with the bamboo farm, and then have it come down this way and let it catch the items from the bee farm, and then flow over to about here, give or take, and then go this direction, go under the sugarcane farm, over to about here, and then go under into the sorting system, and then have a dropper elevator coming up so that it'll feed it right into that hopper up there where it comes out from the chest in the front, so that it automatically goes into the sorting system. So that's a project that's going to take some time to do, and I'm not going to do it in this one, so I'm not getting too involved in the rest of the farms. This was quite a project. As I said, I've been watching some videos. I came up with some what I think to be better designs, so I think I'm going to leave the farms as they are for right now. And I've got a couple ideas coming up for the next video, and I'll keep you up to date on that. We'll see what happens in the next video. I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode. I want to thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. And I will catch you next time. Until then, I'm MC Knight.